the tennis world has just been shaken to its core, and it is all because of one 21-year-old phenom who is completely rewriting the history books. For decades, the grass courts of the world, from Nottingham to the sacred lawns of Wimbledon, have been dominated by the traditional powerhouses of the sport. But right now, a historic shift is happening before our very eyes, and the entire globe is stopping to watch. A young powerhouse from Southeast Asia just stepped onto the slick, unpredictable grass and did the unthinkable. She did not just compete. She absolutely stunned the world. She left top 10 veterans completely clueless, shattered records that stood for generations, and became the first ever Filipino player to enter a Grand Slam as a seeded competitor. If you thought you knew the future of women's tennis, think again. Because what this young star just pulled off on grass is being called one of the most meteoric and shocking breakthroughs the sport has seen in the modern era. How did a teenager from a country with virtually no grass court tradition completely conquer the most difficult surface in tennis? Stay tuned, because we are breaking down the unbelievable, historic rise of Alex Eala and exactly how she just stunned the world. To truly appreciate how insane this achievement is, you have to understand the sheer steepness of the mountain she had to climb. Grass is widely considered the most brutal, unforgiving, and specialized surface in all of professional tennis. It requires flawless footwork, lightning-fast reflexes, and a low center of gravity because the ball skids rapidly and bounces incredibly low. Most players spend their entire childhoods training on clay or hard courts and transition to grass with massive difficulty. For a player from the Philippines, a country where public grass tennis courts are practically non-existent, the challenge was tenfold. Yet, when the grass court season arrived, Alex Eala did not just survive. She completely dominated the field. Her movement looked as natural as if she had been playing on lawn her entire life. Her aggressive baseline game, coupled with a newly refined, lethal slice and an unshakable mental fortitude, turned her into an absolute nightmare for the tournament favorites. The shockwaves started spreading rapidly during her warm-up tournaments. When she stepped onto the courts at the Birmingham Open, tennis analysts viewed her as a dangerous young prospect, but no one predicted what would happen next. Match after match, Eala dismantled seasoned grass court specialists with a brilliant display of tactical aggression. She captured the Birmingham title in spectacular fashion, sending a clear message to the rest of the tour that she was no longer just a rising star, but a genuine title contender. But she was far from finished. Moving on to Berlin, the competition grew even fiercer, featuring the absolute elite of the WTA Tour. This is where Eala truly transitioned from a great player to a global sensation. Facing back-to-back top 10 opponents, players with Grand Slam titles and years of experience on the big stage, Eala refused to back down. She went toe-to-toe with giants like Elena Rybakina and Elena Svitolina, matching them punch for punch, out-rallying them from the back of the court, and demonstrating a clutch gene that money simply cannot buy. By the time she reached the semifinals, the international media was in a frenzy. The headlines were unanimous. Alex Eala had officially arrived, and she was tearing up the established order of women's tennis. This spectacular run on grass triggered a massive explosion in the global rankings. Breaking into the top 50 is a monumental milestone for any professional tennis player. But Eala blew right past that marker, skyrocketing all the way to a spectacular, career-high world number 29. This was not just a personal victory. It was a monumental moment for an entire nation. By securing her spot in the top 30, she made undeniable history as the first ever Filipina to be seeded at a Grand Slam heading into Wimbledon. Being a seeded player at a Grand Slam is a massive logistical and psychological advantage, meaning she avoids playing the highest-ranked players in the world during the brutal opening rounds. The entire nation of the Philippines and tennis fans across the globe watched in awe as the updated rankings confirmed what everyone already suspected. Alex Eala is officially elite. As if her singles masterclass was not enough to capture the world's attention, Eala sent the tennis community into absolute overdrive at the Bad Homburg Open. In a move that absolutely nobody saw coming, she teamed up for the doubles tournament with none other than the legendary seven-time Grand Slam singles champion Venus Williams. The pairing of a 19-year-old rising superstar from the Philippines with one of the greatest icons to ever hold a racket was pure theater. The sheer contrast in their careers, combined with their mutual respect and explosive playing styles, generated massive global hype. Every media outlet, tennis blog, and sports commentator was talking about the iconic duo. On the court, the synergy was electric. Eala's youthful energy and fearless baseline hitting perfectly complemented Venus's legendary net presence and tactical brilliance. Playing alongside royalty did not intimidate Eala. Instead, it elevated her game, proving to the world that she belongs on the grandest stages alongside the sport's greatest icons. The momentum from her incredible grass court campaign, her historic seeding, and her high-profile partnerships have now converged into a perfect storm as the tennis world turns its full attention to the ultimate prize, Wimbledon. The excitement surrounding her draw has reached an absolute fever pitch. If Eala can successfully navigate her highly anticipated first-round match, the tennis world might witness a monumental clash of generations. The projected brackets show a highly potential second-round showdown between Alex Eala and the legendary Serena Williams. The mere possibility of this match has sent shockwaves through social media, with fans and analysts calling it a potential passing of the torch moment. Can the young Filipina sensation take down the greatest of all time on the most famous grass courts in the world? The anticipation is palpable, and the entire sporting world will be glued to their screens to find out. Beyond the baseline numbers and the tactical breakdowns, Eala's historic rise has caught the attention of major global institutions outside of the sporting world. Her incredible achievements and undeniable influence have earned her a prestigious spot on the Forbes Asia 30 Under 30 list. This recognition highlights her not just as an exceptional athlete, but as a cultural icon and an inspiration to millions of young people across Asia and the world. She has become the ultimate pride of Philippine tennis, proving that with relentless dedication, world-class talent, and an unwavering belief in oneself, you can break through any barrier and conquer any surface. Alex Eala's journey on grass this season is proof that the landscape of tennis is changing, and it is changing fast. She came onto the surface as an underdog, and she leaves it as a history-making, giant-killing top 30 superstar. The world took notice because she gave them no other choice. Whether she is trading blows with top 10 legends, sharing the court with Venus Williams, or preparing for a potential blockbuster showdown with Serena Williams at Wimbledon, one thing is completely certain. Alex Eala's rise is real, it is historic, and she is just getting started. The sheer scale of support she receives from back home plays an irreplaceable role in this historic narrative. Every time she steps onto the court, millions of fans from Manila to Cebu and millions more scattered across the global diaspora tune in with unyielding pride. Tennis has traditionally been seen as a sport dominated by Western and European athletes, but Eala is single-handedly changing that perception. She carries the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of an entire archipelago on her shoulders, and instead of crumbling under that immense pressure, she uses it as fuel to power her devastating ground strokes and relentless court coverage. What makes her rise? Even more captivating is her journey from a brilliant junior player to a dominant force on the senior WTA Tour. Winning junior Grand Slam titles in both singles and doubles showed the world her immense raw potential. But the transition to the professional circuit is notoriously difficult, breaking many former junior champions. Eala, however, approached the professional ranks with a methodical, mature mindset that belies her young age. She worked tirelessly on her physical conditioning, building the endurance required to survive brutal 3-hour matches under the scorching sun, and refined her tactical awareness to outsmart opponents who had years of professional experience on her. This relentless work ethic is exactly why she is now standing toe-to-toe with the very best. Her breakthrough season on grass is not an overnight miracle. It is the direct result of years of unseen sacrifice, grueling training sessions, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. As the global tennis community gears up for the drama of Wimbledon, all eyes remain firmly fixed on this young trailblazer. She has already proven she can conquer the grass, shock the veterans, and make undeniable history for her country. The future of tennis belongs to those who are brave enough to chase it, and right now, Alex Eala is leading the charge with absolute authority.